welcome everybody to Week 5 podcast. And we have with us Rob. Commissioner, how's it going, Rob?
It's going fantastic, Sam.
And we have a special guest today, Adrian on a win. How's it going?
What's up, guys?
Hooray.
Hey, he's our very special guest. You know, you'll probably, if you don't know by now why, but you'll find out. You'll find out for sure. Adrian, how's it going?
I'm doing great, man. You know, I'm in a good mood because I'm apparently taking over the league's number one spot. So
yeah, and
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, and this is your first time on the podcast, so definitely welcome. You know.
Oh, it's my first time on the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely welcome.
It's not gonna first and not last.
All right, Rob, do you want to give us this week's rundown?
Let's do it, baby. All right. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Starting right off with the autumn win against the Degenerate Bastards, coming in with a whopping 3-12. Everything goes right. Tom Brady, Justin Herbert alone beating both teams. So and Derrick Henry going against that passive defense of the Titans. Michael on the other side, 158. It's a total respectable score, but that's not going to get you much. Moving on down to Savs versus New Denver. Oh, my God. I don't even know who won. Oh, it was New Denver. This is a huge score, too. 224. Not much, and he does it the old-fashioned way. Not much out of the quarterbacks, but he rolls it up on the skill position. Eckler, Taylor, Devontae, Jamar Chase, who Dean Green's still pissed off he dropped. Blowing it up on Savs. A very, mediocre week for Savs at 130, but those things will happen. Patrick Mahomes, where were you? El Oso Verde, doldrums continue, 134. Is that a season high? It's damn near. High Rollers gets on the board at 182. Making up for 4 straight bad weeks. That was a nice week for him. El Oso is struggling mightily at this time. This team's starting to look like, not only is it a bad fantasy team, this would be a bad football team. DeAndre Swift, Damian Williams, Laviska Shenault, Thielen. Kyle Pitts was a nice pickup, though. My son's had plenty of luck in this league. These things do catch up to you. Ninja Assassin wants everybody to pay attention to his game on the kicker battle.
Yes, it did.
He won. Belichick man comes up short, even with the great Justin Tucker, but 3 points from Tucker. Kickers are not, even Justin Tucker's not immune to the curse of the kicker. Hey, 93, dude. In a week where everybody's putting up like 250s and whatnot, you're coming in with a 93. That's not even possible. The less we say about this game, the better. I'm the Hart Foundation. Ever since I kind of put his brother on the spot a couple of weeks ago to talk about how bad his team is, he's blowing it up. That's like 195 this week, knocking on the door. So you got to give him credit. He's the Atlanta Braves of this league. Those guys know what that means. Did not give up at the waiver wire and kept on going on. So rolling on. Kelly Bulldogs, my brother. It's tough to. Oh my God, he got a win. Over straight LA even. I don't believe it. I have that as a loss. This is like shocking news to me. You need to put off the bells and whistles. Kelly Bulldogs and High Rollers took them 5 weeks, but they are on the board. On the board. I keep saying Kelly Bulldogs, though. He could have gone 0-14 and still been the happiest man in football this year because his son's kicking ass at Fresno State. Very happy. I think that's one of the coolest things in the league. This man, even over David, dude. Good win, Kelly Bulldogs, David. I'm sorry, brother. All right, moving on down to Super Flukies versus Pete Muppets. Super Flukies owns Pete Muppets. Pete Muppets season may be circling the drain at this point. Russell Wilson going down. Not a lot of quarterbacks out there taking out DK Metcalf at the same time. Kenny Galladay goes out injured. Josh Jacobs, well, we all know what happened in Raiderland. Perhaps, the autumn wind can blow in and give us some insight on that. Super Flukies. Nice week. 65 out of Brady makes up for the 17 out of Mahomes. Tears along very nicely. Antonio Brown, 37. That's a great combination when those guys go off. Wolfpack, Gang Green. This is some horse shit right here. It's really hard to lose, fellas, with 223 points. Let me tell you that. It does not feel good to lose with 223 points. However, I will say that I'm going to go out on a limb and say this may get me $75 at the end of the year. So, Wolfpack, dude, I thought he was going to score like 500 on me there for a while. The whole team just went crazy. Allen, all of Jameis Winston's points were bullshit. I mean, he's got into half Hail Marys and garbage like that. James Robinson and Derrick Henry where nobody wanted to tackle playing each other. Even Marquise Brown gets going. If only he hadn't started DJ Moore. All right, that's it for this week, though. Gang Green, man, that is a bad beat, though, gentlemen. That's as bad of a beat as we ever had. And we did go back in time, and this was, are you ready? I think the highest scoring game, except for we didn't even count in Adrian and Michael's game. Let me get that. It's 312, so that's 470. Todd and I coming in at 469. You guys beat us. You have the highest score ever in your combined game. I didn't even notice that till right now. Good job. All right, so we're going to turn it over to our man Adrian. He's going to be the studs and puds, the sit of the week, or the sit daster, and you have to say it 3 times. And the star of the week. Let's roll.
I want to go ahead and give my studs of the team of the week, and that's going to be strictly based on the QBs this week because they destroyed. I want to give a shout out to Lamar Jackson. He's not on my team. I'd have to play against him this week, thank God. But he's still destroyed at 60. I did have, thankfully, a couple of other studs, which was Tom Brady, which was at 65. And Justin Herbert, which is at 74. Another beast was Josh Allen, who was at 55. I just don't know. I don't know what's going on with these QBs, but they are destroying. Yeah. And I am so grateful that I got through with them. And as far as my puds, I know, Rob, last week you gave them a shout out for the kickers, but again, I want to give them another shout out this week because they were horrendous. Daniel Carlson gave you 3 points. Is that correct? Rob,
I actually ran Young Hoku out there because I foresaw the indignity of the Raiders losing at home to the Chicago Bears. So
I apologize. Oh man, you just so much more better than that. And also Verde took Rodrigo Blankenship with 5 points, which he had a better opportunity with Rodrigo than he did with the Bengals. What's his name? McPherson. So he just has it rough with his kickers. And then Justin Tucker, our main guy, our main man this week. He gave everybody, whoever starred him, with a total of 3 points, which mainly hurt the Belichick main. Yeah. He really hurt people this week. So, Jay Tuck, hopefully, he gets to go next time.
I'll tell you what, man, the Raiders thing, that was, yeah. I just say that's, I'm not going to get all political or anything, but, that's going to get you fired from any job in any place in the United States of America. Don't use your work email, people, to voice your stupidity.
Amen.
If you're going to be stupid, do it on your own phone at least. At least you can be stupid and employed. However, I'm sure that John Gruden will land on a big pile of money. And to be honest with you, I'm not really seeing that the Raiders are really getting much better under him. It wasn't like he was sucking in free agents over there. It's like people weren't flocking to play for him.
But again, as a Raider, I'll just say, as a true Raider fan, I'm just going to say that it's just hurtful because it was the dude that was so inspirational to us, and so wasn't that guy, you know what I mean? And
he made you guys relevant back in 2000. I know, yeah. Oh well.
Let's look at our league standings here. Let's go to Conference 1. Savs with his first loss here at 4-1, leading the Earth division there. Autumn win with that big win. Look at his points, 975 total points.
975.
Oh, my gosh.
This division's brutal, man. 4-1, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. This is ugly. And you know what? For every positive, there must be a negative. And that moves us right over to the win division, Sam. You're leading this.
Hey, and then listen, as I was talking about, why was everybody talking about the high score for the autumn win when we have Belichick and Ninja going at it for the division, conference here? You know what I mean? That's more exciting. Kicker versus kicker, and now that was supposed to be the matchup to talk about, but you guys are talking about autumn win, So
well, you guys had a great game. Great game.
Yeah, it was, man. That rush to 136 was amazing, man. I mean, it was exhilarating. And somebody's actually going to get a playoff spot out of this. Rob, you need to change the rules division here. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. We'll call you the wine division.
Yeah, and High Rollers with his first win. Getting the W in the win division.
Congratulations, man. Yeah.
Let's go over to the other conference, the Fire division. Bagger the bat for his first loss. Oh, there we go. Yeah, leading that conference. But that's about the only thing exciting I can see on the Fire. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Let's back at the bat real quick. Can I say something?
Well, hold on. Before you do that, I got one more. I got one more comment on the wine division. Every team in the league has at least 700 points, except for every goddamn team in the win division. Not Lord. Not one of you is at 700 points yet. Not one of you is averaging 140 points a week. All right, now move on to Bastion on the back of the bat. I say do it at your own peril.
But the back of the bat was my worst of the, as far as my disaster of the week. I know we didn't get to that, and we got to finish it up, but I'm saying the back of the bat, who just destroyed everybody last week, all of a sudden ended up this week as being a 93-point total. And it was just disastrous as far as what he had to have on his squad. I don't know if you guys want to add anything to it, but
I absolutely do not. I'd like to point out that this is Adrian that is talking trash on you. This has nothing to do with me. Please be kind when you play me next time. My best. The back of the bet will listen to this, and we'll dump this whole team tomorrow to beat you 1 week coming down the future. That's how it goes. Yeah. So straight LA. I don't know. I still think straight LA is going to get back up in there. And then the final division over there. This thing's ugly, dude. I mean, Wolfpack may be the most talented team in our division. He's got the most points. But
you guys understand that Wolfpack is the only other person besides me that has the most points overall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he did put up 276 on me this week.
We see you, Todd. You're the man. Yeah.
All right, Sam. Okay, so the burning question of the week is and I've done this and it's super unofficial. I'm still not 100% sure. So the question is, was Adrian's game the greatest game ever put up? So we came up with a 354 versus a 312. So I went back in and I bounced it off. So the main rule changes between now and then are a little overblown. The wide receiver touchdowns are only 2 points less. So I'm going to give you 8 points for the wide receiver touchdowns. Being that the kickers that we got more points from at that time than this time, Dave didn't put up anything there. So it kind of came down to the defense, and that wasn't too exciting either. So I have you, if going off the rules in 2014, and I take him and I apply to what we have now. I do. It's good. I got you at 335 to 354. So you came within 19 points of the best game ever. Still, if I'm not mistaken, Sam, in all of our crazy rules, this is only the second 300-point game we've ever had. So that's remarkable. You are on the Mount Rushmore, sir. Dave's game, and it was the strangest combination of things. I was at the bar that day. It was the day that Big Ben threw for 580 yards, and it went into overtime, and that game just kept going and going and going, and it was like, dude, has he got 580? I think it was 581 yards and finished with that day or something.
And you know what the scary thing is? Adrian has a 0, on his player spot. Can you imagine?
I did, yeah. My poor old Saquon.
So poor Saquon, poor New York Giants. So we've been doing this for 21 years. I think this is our 21st year. I get stuck. Odd numbers throw me off. Okay. So I believe this is our 21st year of it. So we've had 2 300-point games. and to have the second best score of all time, and that's even unofficial. I'm going to dig into it a little bit more on the defense because Michael will make me. Now, he's your biggest supporter because, of course, it was at your expense, but, what are you going to do? I do believe it was the second greatest score of all time, and I do have it. I got it at 335. That's, I think, by the same 2014 rules, I got it at 335 would have been your score. So, either way, what a hell of a game, man. All right, Sam, Adrian, thank you very much, gentlemen.
All right, thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to get your waiver wires in tomorrow and pay the league fees. Adrian, thank you so much for joining us. It was a lot of fun, Congrats on
Always.
all those points.
Yep. And just Adrian, remember.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Adrian, I'm reminding you, you poked the bag of the bat at your own peril. So, all right.
No, I don't want to mess with Kay. I'm just kidding. Kay is the man.
Oh, no. There's nothing you can do now to take that back. Those words have been spoken. Sam will not edit that out. All right, guys.
All right.
Everybody have a great week.
Thank you very much.